Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial on the bordered chevron and the bordered candy stripe bracelets all in one video for you guys. Also, I want to do a Q&A video, so on this video leave any questions at all you have regarding me, bracelets, my work. I work at Starbucks, so like any questions you guys have literally at all about anything, just sound off in the comments down below, and I'll be filming that Q&A probably Saturday or Sunday, so you guys will have a few days to leave any questions. And yeah, let's just get into the video. To make both of these bracelets, you will need embroidery floss. I get mine from Michael's, and you will go ahead and pick out whatever colors you want to use. You can use as many colors for both of these bracelets, but no less than 3. Once you pick out your colors, you're going to cut them to a wingspan's length. You will have to decide what color you want to be the border. You can either have the border color be a part of the bracelet as well, or just have the border color be its own color. So like in this bracelet, my chevron is pink, orange, and green, and the border is white. But in this bracelet, I have purple, pink, and blue, a part of my candy stripe, and then I have blue as the border as well. So it's up to you. If you want to have the border color a part of the bracelet, you need to cut 2 strings at least, 1 string for the border, and then 1 string to be a part of the bracelet. Once you've cut all your strings, I'm doing 2 of each color. I have 3 colors, 2 of each color. Go ahead and fold your strings in half, and you can start this bracelet however you want. I have a more in-depth video on how to start and end bracelets, as well as how to make them adjustable. So I'm going to start by making the bordered chevron bracelet. To set up your strings for this one, you will need to have a mirror image of your strings. So my middle is right here, and on both sides I have blue, blue, yellow, yellow, pink, pink, blue, blue, yellow, yellow, pink, pink. And whatever color you want your border color to be should be the very top outer strings. This video will be a lot easier if you already know how to make a chevron, but if you don't, that's okay. So to start off, I'm going to start on the left side. I'm going to take my first 2 strings, and my very outer string is going to cross over my second string to make a forwards 4, wrap the tail underneath through and pull it up to make a forward knot. Then I'm taking the same outer string and making a backwards 4 over the second string, pulling the tail through and up to make a forward backward knot. Set that outer string aside, and you're still going to hold that same second string, and then just go through all your strings doing forward knots until you get to the middle of your bracelet. Once you've gotten to the middle, just set all of the strings on the left side, and now we're going to go over to the right side. Take your very outer string, this should be your border color. You're going to cross that over top of the second string to make a backwards 4, wrap the tail underneath and through, and then take that same outer string and make a forwards 4 over the next string to make a backward forward knot. Set that outer string aside, taking that same second string. I'm just gonna make backward knots on all of my other strings until I get to the middle of my bracelet. Then once your 2 strings get to the middle, they should be the same color, and you can go ahead and do any knot you want. Since the strings are the same color, they will come out the same every time. I'm doing a backward knot. And that's pretty much all you have to do. So one more time, your border color should always be on the very outer. So you're going to start with that string. On the left side, do a forward backward knot. And then still using that same string in the pair, I'm going to go through half of my strings doing forward knots until I get to the middle. Then you can set all of your other strings aside. And on the right side, I'm going to take my very outer string, which is my border color, and the second string, and do a backward forward knot. And then take my second string and do backward knots on all my other strings until I get to the middle. Then once you get to the middle, your string should be the same color, and you can do any knot because the knot will come out the same every time. I'm doing a forward knot. And just keep repeating this step over and over, and you have your bordered chevron. For the bordered candy stripe, it's the same deal. You'll need embroidery floss, and you can pick out as many colors as you want, as many strings as you want, but no less than 3 strings. And you will need to cut your strings to be a wingspan's length. I have 3 purple strings, 1 pink, and then 1 green string. And go ahead and fold those in half. And again, you can start this bracelet however you want. I have a more in-depth video on how to start and end bracelets if you're confused. You can go ahead and set up your strings however you want for this one. You do not need to mirror these ones. You can, but that's not necessary. Just make sure your 2 border colors are on the outside. And you can either start on the left or the right side. If you're going to do the left side, then you'll have to do forward knots all the way across. But if you want to start on the right side, you have to do backward knots all the way across. I'm going to start on the left side, take my first 2 strings. My very outer string is going to cross over my second string. Pull the tail underneath, through, and up to get a forward knot. And then take the same outer string and do a backwards 4 to get another forward backward. Taking the same second string in line, I'm going to do forward knots across all my strings until I get to this last green string. So after you've taken that second string and gone through all of your other strings, you should now have your border color and then that second string. So once you get to this point, take your border color and you're going to do a backwards 4 over top of that other color, and then do a forwards 4 to do a backward forward knot to end the bracelet. And now just repeat from step 1. So start on the left side, take the very outer string and do a forward backward knot, then take that second string from that pair and do forward knots across all your strings except for the border color. And then once you get to the other end with your border color, take the border color and do a backward forward knot. And there you have your bordered candy stripe. So here are my 2 finished bracelets. So once you do the whole bracelet, you can just end it however you want. I made mine adjustable. And there are your bordered candy stripe and your bordered chevron bracelets. Alrighty guys, that was the tutorial. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I hope this was easy for you guys. I love you all so much. Check out the description box for my social medias and make sure you leave any Q&A questions in the comments. I love you. Bye.